I never thought that my brother could be stealing from his job as a road construction worker. But when I got home, all the signs were there. Hello and welcome to Assorted Meeples. I'm Phillip, the Meeple on duty, and today we are going over a smaller indie game that is print and play only at the moment, called Small Time Heroes. You obviously knew that from the title of the video. All right, got my notes. This is one. How did I even find this one? So this is one I found in my print and play group that I'm a part of on Facebook. The creator, Drew, was looking for playtesters, and I was like, yeah, I can do that, because it looked really sweet and had a fun concept. So I got the files. I printed it right away because I knew if I don't print this, I will never get it built, never get it played, and give no feedback. And I didn't want to do that on this. So I printed it right away. Then I got so busy I couldn't even put it together. And I felt really bad because it's been a month since I printed it and it just sat in my printer. Literally didn't move from my printer, just sat in my printer and waited for me to get to it. And then his Kickstarter dropped like a week ago. And I was like, oh no. And I quickly got my build together. Ran out of supplies because I do laminate core cards, which I've got a video. I'll have it hopefully linked down in the description below for you guys to check out how I do my laminate core cards. And I ran out of laminate, so I had to stop building for that. Finish my build, which I have forgot how long it takes to round your corners on all your cards. It does create a much nicer and more finished card design. But yeah, so got that build all the way done, got a game in, and I'm sitting here talking to you about it now. Why? Because I believe this is a game worth talking about. He has done some really cool things in his mental process and how he's presenting his campaign that I really appreciate. He calls this an incomplete game, like Steam Early Access, where you're going to have some bugs and glitches, but my playthrough, besides a little clearer definition in some of the rules, it played so smooth. It was just fun. What drew me in was first the artwork, second the rough description, and then third, the gameplay. Like, it pulled me in. So much fun. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over and we're going to take a quick look at the campaign page, and then I'll be back to share my final thoughts on the game. Alrighty, here we are at the campaign. Let's dive into it. What I noticed about this campaign is the page itself is really well laid out and ran, and everything is where it should be, which feels really nice. So let's just go over it really quick here. They are just shy of that $1,000 range, which, I mean, come on, people, help them get there. Hit that 1,000. This is worth it, in my opinion. I'm going to say that many times, I'm sure. An evil approaches and all the heroes have left. Fight back in this cooperative roguelike deck builder for 1 to 2 players. There's the bigger backstory. Each play of Small Times Heroes is unique, as random generation of the setup creates emergent gameplay while building your hero's deck based on what's available. I've gotten one play in, and I really enjoyed the system that was set up. It's kind of dice thrown in the way that you have like this whole stack of cards, but you only get to see very few of them. So you could either have a really rough game or you could have a really easy game. Just depends on how the cards come out. That's actually very nice too. Know the intent. So these are the intent cards, and on the back it could be either a square, it could be a circle, so you could know what monster possibly could hit you, and you could either take out that monster so it lowers the risk of you getting hit or whatever. Why print and play or digital only? Because you can get this on there's a tabletop simulator mod. Why get this as print and play or digital only? I love this last line right here. I'm going to just highlight it. Think of this like Steam early access for board games. Now, what he doesn't say is this isn't early access level. This is, besides needing a player aid and some really in-depth answers on those player aids of what certain icons means, this is a fully fleshed out game that is ready to go. I think the only reason he's calling it early access is because he has one boss, he has 2 heroes that are done, and he has a campaign mode that he's putting together to make this game a lot harder and more in depth and engrossing. So yeah, this is what you get: the tabletop simulator mod, the PDF files for everything, including, so you get the warrior deck, the rogue deck, both which have 69 cards. Nice. I did notice that. The Houndmaster boss deck, 45 cards, the intent deck, the tokens, the potion deck, which that actually kept me alive. So the $9 hero pledge, you're going to get what's immediately available in September. You're going to get the Goblin King as a boss. You're going to get the Cleric Hero in November. You're going to get the Necromancer in December. January, he's expecting to have his campaign mode done, which I look forward to seeing what that is, Drew. And February, the Kickstarter created boss. Let's go to the updates. Like, this is... He started with, right from the start, saying like, hey, we're creating a boss, and he's already interacting and going with people before the campaign is over. This is the new boss that's going to be generated out. I think it's fabulous. This is an amazing way to do this. Back to the campaign. Scroll down here. And then there is this awesome how to play section. It reminds me a little bit of Super Fantasy Brawl. You're going to draw 5 cards from your deck, and then you're going to use 3 energy, which honestly, depending on the cost of your cards, can be all 5 cards in that deck. It just depends on how it works, and it is awesome. Then on the enemy's turn, you're going to reveal an intent card, do the monster that, or activate the monster that is in front of it to attack, and then you're going to do the, what is it? The environment card as well. And then you are going to battle and just go round after round with these guys until you clear all 3 of them. And then if you're on level 1, you move on to level 2. You get some upgrades for your deck. And then 1, 2, 3, and then you fight your boss. By that point, you should be plenty strong to get into that. Download the rulebook right there. If you want to look into it before you back, please do. There are already some content out there as well, so go ahead and play those. So we're going to go back over to the table now and discuss kind of final thoughts and all that stuff. Now that you've seen the campaign page and you've gonna go to that description below, hit the link, or go and back this game yourself. This is really smooth. Like, the actual gameplay, like, it plays fast, it plays smooth. It might take up more room than needed for like if you're going to do this on a lunch break or something like that, just playing by yourself, it does take up a bit of space. I mean, I have it set up on my table, and no, I'm not being the most conservative with my space, but it's not bad. The artwork, the graphic design and layout of the cards, just the way you set the game up. Like, Drew says he's a UI creator, and I would believe it, because this game just lays out very nicely and goes through its steps really intuitively. This is one that I would definitely suggest. Get the print and play level. Even the $3, you get the tabletop simulator and everything. And if you're not, get it and support him now, because he's going to be using this money to push for hard copies and get a Kickstarter early next year, so you can get physical copies even if you don't print and play, and you can be playing it on Tabletop Simulator until then. So that's really all my thoughts on this game. And leave a comment down below if you're backing it, or if you want to see more content of games like this, or you want to see more build projects, because I can always do those too. So thank you guys very much for watching, and we will see you next time. All right. Bye.
If you like what you just saw, please support us by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel for more great gaming content.